Friends, have you ever felt that your bedroom, your supposed peaceful retreat, is actually stealing your energy? Imagine your sanctuary, the place where you should be revitalizing your spirit and body, is instead subtly sabotaging your well-being. Astonishingly, many of us unknowingly harbor items in our bedrooms that create this disharmony, impacting not just our sleep, but our entire lives. These seemingly harmless objects can be silent culprits, generating stress, blocking positive energy, and even hindering your financial prosperity. Understanding how these elements influence your personal space and making a few simple adjustments can trigger profound enhancements in your everyday existence. But that's not all. Keep watching, because now I'm going to reveal the secrets to transforming your bedroom into a true haven of peace. Firstly, consider those furry companions sharing your bed. For many, the warmth and affection of pets in bed are comforting. However, from the perspective of sleep quality, animals are naturally restless sleepers. Their constant movements, position changes, and occasional nighttime noises can disrupt your sleep cycles, preventing you from reaching that crucial deep, restorative rest. Furthermore, pets introduce allergens, dirt, and bacteria that can negatively impact your respiratory system and skin health. From an energy viewpoint, sharing your bed with a pet can create an energetic imbalance, potentially draining your personal vitality. In Buddhist wisdom, we understand that our surroundings and the energy they hold directly influence our well-being. The Buddha himself emphasized mindfulness not just in our thoughts and actions, but also in our environment. Just as a cluttered mind leads to suffering, a space out of balance can create disturbances in our lives. The presence of pets in the sleep area can introduce an element of unrest, making it more challenging for both mind and body to fully settle into a state of rest. The esteemed Dalai Lama wisely stated, "A disciplined mind leads to happiness, and an undisciplined mind leads to suffering." This wisdom extends to our sleep environment. By cultivating discipline in our sleep space, we nurture inner peace. Secondly, think about those old, worn-out pillows. They may seem insignificant, but they are actually crucial for your comfort and the proper alignment of your spine. Over time, pillows lose their supportive qualities, leading to poor posture, neck discomfort, and restless nights. Moreover, they become breeding grounds for bacteria, dust mites, and allergens, potentially contributing to sinus issues and skin irritations. The Buddha frequently spoke about the significance of self-care as a path to maintaining mental clarity. Just as an impure mind leads to suffering, an unclean or unsupportive sleep environment can disrupt our inner equilibrium. An ancient Buddhist tale speaks of a monk who journeyed for years with only a threadbare sleeping mat. His wise teacher eventually reminded him that while simplicity is virtuous, neglecting one's physical well-being can also impede spiritual progress. This same lesson applies to our pillows. Ignoring their condition can lead to persistent discomfort that affects our daily lives. Investing in a high-quality pillow tailored to your sleeping style is not merely a luxury, it is an act of self-compassion. When we care for our bodies, we simultaneously nurture our minds, ensuring we awaken feeling refreshed and ready to embrace the day with mindfulness and purpose. The important thing is ahead, so keep watching. Thirdly, consider a work desk stationed in your bedroom. It introduces an element of stress and mental clutter. While it might seem convenient to have a workspace within your personal sanctuary, it actually undermines the relaxing energy essential for deep sleep. The mere presence of pending tasks, documents, and electronic devices keeps your mind engaged, hindering your ability to fully unwind. Buddhism teaches the importance of separating work and rest to maintain inner harmony. The Buddha once shared a parable about a man burdened with a heavy sack of rice on his back, walking through a tranquil forest. Despite the serene path, he couldn't appreciate its beauty because of his heavy load. Similarly, when we permit work to intrude into our restful spaces, we carry stress into our personal sanctuaries, making genuine relaxation unattainable. Establishing a clear division between work and rest is vital for mental and emotional well-being. If removing the desk is not feasible, consider using a room divider, a folding screen, or even a simple fabric to conceal your workspace at night. This practice serves as both a symbolic and physical separation between productivity and relaxation, enabling your mind to fully transition into rest mode. Small adjustments like these can cultivate a deeper sense of peace, allowing you to wake up feeling rejuvenated rather than mentally depleted by the lingering energy of unfinished work. Fourthly, think about general clutter and unnecessary items. They create a sense of chaos and stagnation. A disorganized bedroom can make relaxation difficult, contributing to feelings of anxiety and even financial blockages. Clutter traps stagnant energy, preventing fresh opportunities from flowing into your life. A well-known Buddhist principle teaches that the external world mirrors our internal world. Just as a cluttered space reflects a cluttered mind, an organized environment fosters clarity and peace. The esteemed Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "When you clean your room, you clean your mind." The simple act of decluttering can become a form of meditation, a practice of letting go, both physically and mentally. Consider this: imagine a river flowing freely, carrying fresh water and nourishment. Now, picture that same river obstructed by fallen branches, rocks, and debris. The water stagnates, and life within it begins to suffer. Our personal energy operates similarly. When clutter accumulates, it disrupts the natural flow of positive energy, causing stress, indecision, and even financial difficulties. Feng Shui, an ancient practice harmonizing our surroundings with positive energy, also supports this concept. A clutter-free bedroom invites fresh opportunities, creativity, and emotional balance. Decluttering doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small, one drawer, one corner, one shelf at a time. Ask yourself, does this item serve a purpose? Does it bring me joy? If not, release it. Donating, recycling, or gifting unused items can cultivate generosity, reinforcing the Buddhist practice of detachment and impermanence. A clean, minimalist bedroom promotes peace, creativity, and positive energy. With fewer distractions, the mind can truly relax, allowing for deeper sleep and greater inspiration. As you clear physical space, you create mental space, making room for new opportunities, enhanced health, and greater well-being. Fifthly, consider a laundry basket in the bedroom, particularly one overflowing with clothes. It subtly reminds you of unfinished tasks. This lingering to-do list generates unnecessary stress and disrupts the calming atmosphere needed for quality sleep. Furthermore, dirty laundry can harbor bacteria and contribute to poor air quality. In Buddhist teachings, there is a strong emphasis on cleanliness and order as paths to inner peace. The insightful Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The way you do anything is the way you do everything." If we allow our daily responsibilities to accumulate, whether physical laundry or mental clutter, we invite a sense of incompleteness into our lives. The sight of a laundry basket brimming with clothes can be a subconscious reminder of all the undone tasks, keeping the mind restless even as the body seeks relaxation. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, wisely taught that nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. By establishing small, mindful habits, such as doing laundry regularly and keeping our sleep space clear, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life. If feasible, relocate your laundry basket to a different room, or at least keep it closed to maintain a fresh and tranquil bedroom environment. This small change can have a profound impact, bringing a sense of completion, clarity, and peace into your living space and your mind. Watch to the end and you'll find out the most important thing. Sixthly, consider expired beauty products. They often go unnoticed, yet they can accumulate and introduce negative energy into your space. Beyond their potential to cause skin irritation and infections, old cosmetics and skincare items symbolize stagnation. Holding on to expired items reflects a reluctance to let go of the past, blocking new opportunities. The Buddha taught that attachment to impermanent things leads to suffering. Just as we cling to past regrets or material possessions that no longer serve us, holding on to expired beauty products is a subtle yet potent reflection of an inability to release what is no longer beneficial. This stagnation, whether in our physical space or our minds, hinders growth and renewal. In Zen Buddhism, the concept of Shoshin, or beginner's mind, emphasizes approaching life with openness, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace change. Regularly clearing out expired beauty products is a small yet meaningful practice of this philosophy, releasing what no longer serves us to make space for new, nourishing experiences. It's not just about skincare, it's about cultivating a mindset of renewal and self-care. By making it a habit to review and discard outdated products, you create space for better things to enter your life, whether healthier skincare choices, fresh perspectives, or an overall sense of well-being. The act of decluttering your beauty products can be a symbolic ritual of release, inviting transformation and positive energy into your daily routine. Seventhly, consider old and broken electronics. Whether it's an outdated phone, a remote control from a long-gone device, or tangled cords, they contribute to a sense of disorganization and stagnation. These objects occupy space, collect dust, and disrupt the energetic flow of your bedroom. Additionally, even non-functional electronics may emit low-level electromagnetic frequencies that interfere with sleep quality. The Buddha once spoke about the importance of simplicity in leading a peaceful life. In our modern world, outdated and broken electronics are a form of material clutter that can weigh us down. Just as we release unwholesome thoughts in meditation, removing non-functional items from our space creates room for mental clarity and new possibilities. A famous Zen saying goes, "Let go, or be dragged." Holding on to obsolete technology reflects our attachment to the past. Whether it's an old phone reminding us of better days, or a broken remote kept just in case, these items, like unresolved emotions, create stagnation. By consciously recycling or properly disposing of them, we practice non-attachment, making way for fresh energy and innovation in our lives. One practical step is to schedule time to assess all electronic items in your home. Ask yourself, do I use this? Does it serve a purpose? If not, release it. Many cities offer e-waste recycling programs enabling responsible disposal of electronics. By taking this action, you not only clear space in your physical environment, but you also cultivate mindfulness in your relationship with material possessions. A clutter-free space encourages clarity, efficiency, and peace. Just as a monk keeps only what is necessary, adopting a mindset of simplicity with our belongings allows us to experience greater freedom and tranquility in everyday life. Eighthly, consider a television in the bedroom. It might seem like a harmless source of entertainment, but it significantly impacts sleep patterns. The blue light emitted from screens disrupts melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and diminishing sleep quality. Furthermore, engaging in dramatic or stimulating content before bed keeps your brain active rather than allowing it to wind down. The Buddha often spoke about the power of stillness and mindfulness. Watching television late at night can be a distraction that keeps the mind restless. The mind, like water, should be still to reflect clarity. Just as muddy water must settle before becoming clear, our thoughts need quiet time to reach peace. The constant stimulation from TV prevents this settling, leading to mental exhaustion and fragmented sleep. A simple practice is to remove the television from the bedroom or cover it at night to create a separation between entertainment and rest. This small change can lead to deeper and more restorative sleep, allowing you to wake up feeling refreshed and present for the new day. The bedroom should be a sacred space for rejuvenation, free from distractions pulling us away from mindfulness and rest. Ninthly, consider open water containers left overnight. They may seem insignificant, but they collect dust, bacteria, and stagnant energy. In traditional energy practices, stagnant water symbolizes blocked financial flow and a lack of clarity. In Buddhism, water represents the mind, fluid, adaptable, and capable of great depth. However, when water sits still for too long, it becomes murky and lifeless. The same principle applies to our personal energy. If we allow stagnation in our surroundings, it reflects stagnation within ourselves. The Buddha once compared a restless mind to a glass of muddy water. He taught that if we let the water sit undisturbed, the mud will settle, and clarity will emerge. Keeping open water containers in our bedrooms introduces stagnant energy, much like allowing unresolved thoughts to clutter our minds. Opting for a closed water bottle instead of an open glass can maintain cleanliness while supporting a more balanced and harmonious environment. This small yet meaningful change reinforces mindfulness and allows for a clearer, more peaceful state of being. Now I'm going to tell you the gist. Tenthly, consider mirrors facing the bed. They are often discouraged in energy balancing practices due to their ability to amplify energy. While mirrors can enhance natural light during the day, at night they may create restlessness, disturbing sleep. The reflection of your bed can symbolically double energy, making it difficult to fully relax. In Buddhist thought, mirrors are often viewed as symbolic portals to self-reflection. While this is beneficial during meditation and self-awareness practices, having a mirror reflecting your bed can inadvertently create restlessness. The Buddha once taught that what we focus on, we become. If we are constantly surrounded by reflections, we may struggle to detach from our thoughts and find inner stillness. If relocating the mirror is not feasible, covering it at night can reduce its impact and create a calmer atmosphere. This small yet effective change can promote deeper relaxation, allowing your mind to fully unwind and transition into restful sleep. The key to a peaceful bedroom lies in cultivating an environment fostering stillness, clarity, and mindful rest. 11thly, consider bookshelves above the bed. While seemingly practical, they can create a sense of subconscious pressure. Having heavy objects looming over you while you sleep can contribute to anxiety and disrupted rest. Even if the shelf is securely mounted, the psychological weight of stacked books can prevent you from fully relaxing. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of letting go is central to achieving inner peace. The Buddha once shared the analogy of a person carrying a heavy sack of stones, struggling with each step. When asked why he carried such a burden, he realized it was out of habit, not necessity. Similarly, having bookshelves above the bed symbolizes the mental weight we unknowingly carry, unfinished tasks, accumulated knowledge, or obligations we have yet to release. Books are symbols of wisdom, but their placement can influence a room's energy. A cluttered bookshelf above your bed may unconsciously remind you of unfinished learning or intellectual pressures, making it difficult to fully unwind. Moving bookshelves to another area or creating a dedicated reading nook can free the sleeping space of this subtle mental burden, fostering a more peaceful and restorative environment. 12thly, consider placing the bed under exposed ceiling beams. It can create an oppressive atmosphere. In traditional energy practices, beams are believed to exert downward pressure, leading to stress, headaches, and disturbed sleep. Buddhist philosophy teaches us that our environment is a mirror of our inner state. Just as a heavy burden on the mind can cause physical and emotional distress, heavy beams above our bed represent an external manifestation of this pressure. The Buddha often spoke of the importance of lightness and freedom from attachments, burdens, and unnecessary stress. Sleeping beneath these beams may unconsciously remind us of unresolved tensions or the weight of responsibilities. In the same way that we release negative thoughts in meditation, we can release the oppressive influence of beams by adjusting our environment. The Buddha taught that when we are free from attachments and burdens, we experience true peace. If moving the bed isn't possible, consider using a canopy or draping fabric over the beams to soften their impact. This simple change can transform the energy in your bedroom, promoting a sense of security and relaxation. By creating a space allowing for lightness, both physically and mentally, you invite rest, peace, and clarity into your life. 13thly, consider sleeping with doors or windows open. It might seem like a harmless habit, but it can actually introduce unpredictable and chaotic external energy into your space, disrupting the stability of your bedroom environment. While fresh air is beneficial and important for our overall health, it's essential to recognize that at night our bodies and minds require rest, peace, and protection from external disturbances. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a deep understanding of the importance of creating a harmonious space, as it directly influences our internal state. The Buddha often emphasized cultivating an environment supporting tranquility, both physically and mentally. For instance, he spoke of the 4 establishments of mindfulness, including mindfulness of the body, feelings, the mind, and mental objects. This practice of mindfulness extends beyond our internal experience. It also involves understanding our surroundings' influence on our inner peace. Imagine a story from Buddhist teachings about a wandering monk arriving in a peaceful, serene village. He felt an immediate sense of calm. However, as night fell, the village's doors and windows remained wide open, inviting all night's sounds and disturbances into their homes. The monk felt the unsettling effects of external energy disrupting his focus and inner peace. He realized to meditate deeply and access true mindfulness, he needed to create a protective boundary between his inner world of meditation and the unpredictable external world. Just as the monk needed a stable environment for his practice, we need to ensure our bedroom environment is secure and shielded from unnecessary disturbances. When we sleep, we are vulnerable, and open windows or doors can expose us to erratic external energy. Just as the monk closed himself off from distractions to reach inner peace, we can create an environment promoting restful sleep by closing our doors and windows at night. Buddhism teaches the importance of stability, and when our external environment is unstable or chaotic, it influences our mental state. Maintaining a stable, peaceful environment is like cultivating mindfulness in meditation. Just as we focus awareness on a single point to calm the mind, closing doors and windows ensures a still, undisturbed space where energy flow is balanced and controlled. In traditional practices like feng shui, open windows and doors at night can invite shifting energies into the space. These energies, often viewed as unpredictable or disruptive, can interfere with positive energy flow, known as qi, preventing its free circulation within the room. Unbalanced energy flow can lead to poor sleep, restlessness, and inability to fully relax. Keeping doors and windows closed at night protects your bedroom from these external influences, fostering a calm, secure space for peaceful rest and energy regeneration. The Buddha often spoke about how unchecked external conditions can affect our internal world. He taught that a peaceful mind begins with a peaceful environment. By simply closing your doors and windows at night, you signal to your body and mind that it's time for undisturbed rest. This mindful act ensures balanced energy in your space and allows your body to fully relax, enabling deep, restorative sleep. Ultimately, keeping doors and windows closed while sleeping is a small yet profound action. It creates security, protects your energy, and fosters peace and relaxation needed for proper rest. In Buddhist teachings, safeguarding inner peace and protecting energy from external harm is key. By closing your bedroom's entryways to the outside world, you nurture both body and mind, ensuring you wake up restored, refreshed, and ready to face the world with clarity and balance. 14thly, consider religious or spiritual artifacts placed at the foot of the bed. They might seem like a way to keep sacred symbols close, offering spiritual protection or guidance during sleep. However, this arrangement can sometimes create unintended energy imbalance, subtly disrupting your rest. While these artifacts are deeply meaningful and carry great symbolic value, directly facing sacred symbols while you sleep can generate subconscious tension, hindering full relaxation and restful sleep. In Buddhist teachings, there's a deep understanding that our environment crucially shapes our mental and emotional state. The Buddha often spoke of how attachment to objects, whether physical or spiritual, can create imbalance. While sacred objects represent enlightenment, compassion, and wisdom, when too close or directly involved in our personal space, they can inadvertently remind us of unresolved emotions or create expectations, even during sleep. This mental tension, however subtle, can interfere with our ability to rest deeply and peacefully. Consider a Buddhist teaching story. A monk dedicated to meditation and spiritual practice visited a remote mountain temple filled with sacred relics and statues carefully placed everywhere. Seeking deeper insight and clarity, the monk meditated in the temple for days but struggled to sleep each night, perplexed by his inability to rest despite the place's sacredness. Discussing his concerns with the head monk, he learned that many relics were placed in a way that caused energy imbalance. The head monk explained that while sacred objects should be honored, they shouldn't dominate rest spaces. They needed their own designated area for appreciation without overwhelming personal tranquility spaces. This story teaches a valuable lesson about sacred object placement. The monk's sleeplessness wasn't due to relics themselves, but their proximity and subconscious pressure. Similarly, placing religious or spiritual artifacts directly at your bed's foot can create mental and energetic tension, even if unconsciously. The symbolism, while powerful, can inadvertently remind you of spiritual goals, duties, or expectations, leading to an underlying sense of responsibility or striving that keeps your mind active when it should be quiet and still. The Buddha taught that true peace comes from detachment, not only from material possessions, but also from attachment to symbols and expectations. He once said, "The mind is everything. What you think you become." If we place sacred objects too close, we may allow them to dominate thoughts and intentions, even in sleep, hindering mental detachment needed for restful peace. Instead of placing these objects at your bed's foot, consider dedicating a special space, like a side table or small altar, for mindful appreciation without overwhelming your sleep space. Creating a designated area for these spirituality symbols allows honoring them mindfully while preserving personal rest sanctity. This practice keeps sacred symbols close, but not disruptively to your bedroom environment's balance. In this manner, we can align our space with Buddhist teachings emphasizing balance, harmony, and mindfulness. Just as a monk creates sacred meditation space, you can create a serene, peaceful sleep environment, free from energetic imbalances from excessive attachment to sacred symbols. The Buddha's wisdom teaches that harmonious life's key isn't overindulgence or excessive attachment, but recognizing when something, even sacred, can disturb sought peace. Thus, setting aside a specific area for religious or spiritual artifacts creates space for both reverence and relaxation. You can continue honoring objects while ensuring your sleep space remains calm and conducive to deep rest, free from subconscious pressures these symbols may unintentionally bring. The peace you seek during sleep is as important as waking peace, and balancing these elements enhances your overall well-being. 15thly, consider dead or artificial plants. They may seem like convenient decorative choices, but they often contribute to stagnation rather than enhancing space energy. While dead plants symbolize decay and vitality loss, artificial plants, though visually appealing, lack life-giving properties real greenery brings. In Buddhist teachings, there's deep reverence for the natural world and its inherent energy, encouraging us to surround ourselves with life and vitality promoting objects, not decay or lifelessness reinforcing ones. Consider a Buddhist philosophy story. A Zen master instructed students to meditate in a beautiful garden filled with diverse plants, flowers, and trees. Each student observed plants closely and reflected on their condition. One student, wanting to impress, picked a beautiful flower and placed it in his room. However, the flower soon wilted, its vibrant energy fading. The master noticed this and asked the student to reflect on the flower's state. "You have taken life from the garden and placed it in a small, stagnant space," the Zen master explained. True vitality exists connected to the world's life force around you. Life, like the plant, should grow and flourish naturally. The student learned that the living environment, surrounding plants, air, sunlight, nourished the flower, not its isolated room position. Similarly, dead plants in a room can drain space energy. They remind us of impermanence, but not encouraging acceptance. Instead, they symbolize lost vitality, missed opportunity to nurture life. Just as the student removed the flower from its natural habitat, a dead plant or artificial greenery removes potential energy and life force that could have been present. Artificial plants, though visually appealing, often mimic nature's look without life's essence. These objects might look traditionally real, but they can't interact with their environment, clean air, or contribute to overall space energy like real plants. The Buddha frequently spoke of all things' interconnectedness, noting how environment energy deeply influences our well-being. Real plants, purifying air and adding oxygen, create growth and rejuvenation fostering space. In fact, plants like peace lilies or snake plants are known to absorb air toxins, improve air quality, and balance a room. There's an ancient Buddhist saying, "Just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees, the bright moon does not choose the lotus." This teaches that true beauty and vitality don't seek to control or dominate, but to harmoniously exist within life's flow. Similarly, real plants don't impose energy on a space, instead, they contribute to the natural flow, bringing life and balance. Choosing real, thriving plants aligns our environment with the natural world's rhythm, essential for spiritual and physical well-being. Incorporating plants like peace lilies or snake plants into your space powerfully invites healing and vibrancy. These plants improve air quality and create an alive and welcoming atmosphere. Just as Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness in nurturing the environment, caring for real plants becomes a mindful act, tending to needs, witnessing growth, and cultivating peace and vitality space. In Buddhism, impermanence teaches us to let go of attachments to things no longer serving us, yet we are encouraged to embrace life and growth in natural forms. A thriving plant reminds us of this continuous life, growth, and renewal cycle. Choosing fresh, living plants over artificial ones invites positive energy flow into our homes, supporting mental clarity, physical health, and spiritual well-being. This simple yet profound choice can lastingly impact your space's energy, creating an environment fostering peace, vitality, and deeper nature connection. Just as we carefully curate thoughts and actions to align with mindfulness, it's essential to cultivate a tranquil sleep environment. Whether mindful of pet placement, old pillows, or bedroom organization, these small but significant actions foster greater balance. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us that our surroundings reflect our internal state. By nurturing a harmonious space, we not only promote better sleep but also strengthen our connection to peace and well-being. By consciously choosing to surround ourselves with elements supporting calm and balance, we can foster a restorative environment where both body and mind can truly rest and regenerate. And now you know the most important thing: